Listen up, petrol heads. The automotive world is changing. We're talking about a revolution, a seismic shift from the rumble of combustion engines to the silent power of electric vehicles, or EVs. Gone are the days of smelly exhaust fumes and trips to the gas station. EVs are here, and they're here to stay. But what exactly are EVs? In simple terms, they're vehicles powered by electricity. Instead of a gas tank, they have a battery pack that stores energy. This energy feeds an electric motor, which turns the wheels. No explosions, no fuss, just pure electric power. Now you might be thinking electric cars? Sounds a bit dull, doesn't it? Well, think again. EVs are anything but dull. They're packed with cutting-edge technology, they're incredibly quiet, and they offer blistering acceleration. Trust me, once you go electric, you'll never go back. So buckle up and get ready to dive into the exciting world of electric vehicles. We'll explore the ins and outs of how they work, the different types of EVs available, and the impact they're having on the environment. Let's get this electric show on the road. All right, let's pop the hood and take a look at the beating heart of an EV. Don't worry, you won't get your hands greasy. The first thing you'll notice is the battery pack. This is the big kahuna, the powerhouse that stores all the juice. Think of it as a giant, rechargeable fuel tank. EV batteries are made up of lithium-ion cells, similar to what you find in your smartphone, but on a much larger scale. These cells store electricity and release it on demand to power the motor. The bigger the battery pack, the more range your EV will have. Next up, we have the electric motor. This is the muscle car equivalent of an engine, but instead of pistons and cylinders, it uses electromagnetism to generate torque. Electric motors are incredibly efficient and deliver instant power, giving EVs that neck-snapping acceleration. But wait, there's more. We also need power electronics to control the flow of electricity between the battery and the motor. These clever components act like the brains of the operation, ensuring that the right amount of power is delivered at the right time. So there you have it, the three musketeers of the EV world: battery, motor, and power electronics. Together they form a formidable team that's changing the face of transportation. Now that we know the key players, let's see how they work together to get those wheels turning. It all starts with the battery, of course. When you hit the accelerator, the battery releases stored electrical energy. This energy flows to the electric motor through the power electronics, which act like a conductor directing the flow of electrons. The motor then uses this electrical energy to create a rotating magnetic field. This rotating magnetic field interacts with magnets inside the motor, causing the motor shaft to spin. It's like magic, but with more science. The spinning motor shaft is connected to the wheels through a transmission, just like in a petrol car. And that's it. The wheels turn, the car moves, and you're off on your electric adventure. The beauty of this system is its simplicity and efficiency. There are far fewer moving parts than in a combustion engine, which means less wear and tear and lower maintenance costs. Now you might have heard people throwing around acronyms like BEV, PHEV, and HEV. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. These are just different types of electric vehicles, each with its own unique characteristics. First up, we have BEVs, or battery electric vehicles. These are the pure electrics, the ones with no combustion engine whatsoever. BEVs rely solely on their battery pack for power and offer the quietest and most environmentally friendly driving experience. Next, we have PHEVs, or plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. These are a bit like hybrids on steroids. They have both a combustion engine and an electric motor, allowing you to switch between electric and petrol power. PHEVs can be plugged in to recharge their battery, giving them a limited electric-only range. Finally, we have HEVs, or hybrid electric vehicles. These are the originals, the pioneers of electric-assisted driving. HEVs also have both a combustion engine and an electric motor, but their battery is much smaller and can't be plugged in. Instead, the battery is charged through regenerative braking, where energy is captured during braking and used to power the electric motor. So, which one is right for you? That depends on your needs and driving habits. If you're looking for the ultimate electric experience, a BEV is the way to go. If you need a car for longer journeys or are worried about range anxiety, a PHEV might be a good option. And if you want to dip your toes into the world of electric driving without going all in, a HEV could be a good starting point. Power up. charging your EV. One of the biggest adjustments for new EV owners is getting used to charging their car instead of filling it up with petrol. But trust me, it's not as daunting as it seems. Think of it as plugging in your mobile phone, just on a slightly larger scale. There are three main types of EV chargers: Level 1, Level 2, and DC fast chargers. Level 1 chargers are the slowest, using a standard household outlet. They're fine for a quick top-up overnight, but can take a while for a full charge. Level 2 chargers are faster and use a dedicated circuit, similar to what you'd use for an electric oven. These are commonly found at homes, workplaces, and public charging stations. Level 2 chargers provide a good balance of charging speed and affordability. DC fast chargers are the speed demons of the charging world, capable of delivering a significant charge in just minutes. However, they're also the most expensive to install and are typically found along highways and in urban areas. To charge your EV, you'll need a charging cable that's compatible with both your car and the charging station. Most EVs come with a standard charging cable, and you can purchase adapters if needed. Once you've plugged in, the charging process will start automatically, and you can monitor the progress on your car's dashboard or through a mobile app. Charging an EV is becoming more convenient than ever, with a rapidly expanding network of public charging stations. So ditch those gas station visits and embrace the future of fueling up. EVs and the environment, a green machine? Now let's address the elephant in the room, the environmental impact of EVs. One of the main selling points of electric vehicles is their potential to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and combat climate change. But are they really as green as they're made out to be? The answer, like most things in life, is a bit more nuanced than a simple yes or no. It's true that EVs produce zero tailpipe emissions, meaning they don't release any harmful pollutants into the air while driving. This is a major advantage over petrol and diesel cars, which are notorious for their contribution to air pollution and respiratory problems. However, we need to look beyond the tailpipe and consider the entire life cycle of an EV from production to disposal. The manufacturing process for EV batteries, in particular, is energy-intensive and relies on the mining of raw materials, which can have environmental consequences. That being said, studies have shown that even when considering the entire life cycle, EVs still have a significantly lower carbon footprint than petrol cars. And as battery technology improves and renewable energy sources become more prevalent, the environmental credentials of EVs will only continue to strengthen. So while EVs aren't a silver bullet solution to our environmental woes, they represent a significant step in the right direction. By shifting towards electric mobility, we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, improve air quality, and create a cleaner, healthier planet for generations to come. The future of EVs, wireless and beyond. Hold on to your hats, folks, because the future of EVs is looking seriously exciting. We're talking about innovations that sound like they're straight out of a science fiction film, but trust me, they're just around the corner. One of the most game-changing technologies on the horizon is wireless charging. Imagine a world where you never have to plug in your car again. With wireless charging, you'll be able to simply park your EV over a charging pad, and electricity will be transferred wirelessly to your car's battery. No more fumbling with cables, no more searching for charging stations, just seamless, effortless charging. Another mind-blowing innovation is vehicle-to-grid V2G technology. This revolutionary technology allows EVs to not only draw energy from the grid, but also feed it back. Imagine your EV acting as a giant mobile battery, storing excess renewable energy during off-peak hours, and then releasing it back to the grid when demand is high. V2G has the potential to transform our electricity grid, making it more resilient, efficient, and sustainable. It could also save EV owners money by allowing them to sell energy back to the grid during peak hours. These are just a glimpse of the incredible innovations that are shaping the future of EVs. From self-driving electric cars to flying taxis, the possibilities are limited only by our imagination. EVs driving towards a brighter future. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the exciting world of electric vehicles. We've covered everything from the basics of how they work to the cutting-edge innovations that are shaping the future of mobility. As you can see, EVs are much more than just a fad or a passing trend. They represent a fundamental shift in the way we think about transportation, offering a cleaner, quieter, and more sustainable alternative to petrol-guzzling cars. The transition to electric mobility won't happen overnight, of course. There are still challenges to overcome, such as range anxiety, charging infrastructure, and the upfront cost of EVs. But with rapid advancements in battery technology, government incentives, and a growing network of public charging stations, these hurdles are being cleared one by one. The electric revolution is well underway, and it's only a matter of time before EVs become the norm rather than the exception. So embrace the change and get ready to experience the future of driving. The road ahead is electric, and it's looking brighter than ever.